Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you have a great day today. My name is Ilmia Savana. I'm from English Education Department 2 and my ID number is T2019-6090. Here, I made this video to fulfill the final project of English Phonetics and Phonology subject. Check it out!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.
Okay, so we are going to talk about the rules of phonology or phonological rules and prosodic phonology. The rule of phonology or phonological rule is a formal way of expressing a systematic phonological or morphophonological process or diachronic sound change in language. There are four types of phonological rule. The first is assimilation, the second is dissimilation, the third is assimilation, and the last is deletion. The first is assimilation. Assimilation is when a sound becomes more like a neighboring sound with respect to some phonetic property. For example, winter becomes winner, center becomes center, and planter becomes planner. There are two major categories of assimilation. The first is regressive assimilation. The phoneme that comes first is affected by the one that comes after it. For example, bad boy becomes bad boy. The second is progressive assimilation. The phonemes that follows is affected by the one that comes before it. For example, stand there becomes stander. The second type of phonological rules is dissimilation. Dissimilation is a rule in which a segment becomes less similar to another segment. For example, the fricative becomes dissimilar to the preceding fricative by becoming a stop. For example, sick become sick. English adapted to French word marble meaning marble, and in doing so dissimilated the second R to an O. The third type of the rule of phonology is deletion. Deletion is removes a segment from certain phonetic context. For example, bomb. We pronounce it bomb. The second example is crumb. We pronounce it crumb. The rule: delete a word final b when it occurs after an or For example, signed. We pronounce it signed. The second example is paradigm. We pronounce it paradigm. The rule: delete a g when it occurs before a word final nasal. The fourth type of the rule of phonology is insertion. Insertion is insert a syllabic or non-syllabic segment. We also known as epenthesis. For example, film. We pronounce it film. The second example is ankle. We pronounce it ankle. And the third example is hamster. We pronounce it hamster.
Okay, now we are going to the prosodic phonology. What is prosody? This refers to the study of the tune and rhythm of speech and how these features contribute to meaning. It is also consists of distinctive variations of stress, tone, and timing in spoken language. What is prosodic phonology? It is theory of the way which the flow of speech is organized into a finite set of phonological units. It is also, however, a theory of interactions between phonology and the components of the grammar. There are four features of prosodic. The first is syllable structure. Do you know what is a syllable? It is commonly known to be a speech unit that is larger than a segment. There are two types of syllable. The first is open syllable and the second is closed syllable. Open syllable is usually ends in a vowel and closed syllable is usually ends in one or more consonants. The second is word stress. What is stress? It is a rhythm of a language. In pronunciation, stress can refer to words, part of a word, or even one word in a group of words that receives the most emphasis. For example, holiday, alone, admiration, confidential, degree. Sentence and pre-stress. What is sentence and pre-stress? Sentence stress is the music of spoken English. Sentence stress is what gives English its rhythm or beat. When words are combined into phrases and sentences, one syllable receives more stress than the others. Partial stress can distinguish a compound noun from an adjective plus noun combination. Compound noun: hot dog, a type of food; red coat, a British soldier. When adjective plus noun: hot dog, an overhead dog; red coat, a coat that is red. The fourth is intonation. Intonation helps to recognize the language that you hear in the same way as the melody of a song helps you recognize the song that you are listening. There are two types of intonation. The first is rising intonation and the second is falling intonation. I have two examples. Your name is John in rising intonation. It can express a number of various emotions such as non-finality, surprise, doubt, interest, politeness, lack of confidence. And the second is falling intonation. Your name is John. Used for asking and giving information in normal, quiet, and emphatic style. I think just it from me. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Hold me close till I get out.